All right. Here we are with another Meet the Candidates episode. And I'm going to just give a second, let the people get settled. We have a chat box where you can put in some questions. We've been doing a little Q&A afterwards if attendees have questions. You can also use the Q&A box down along the bottom as well. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce our lovely hosts for today. We have our current RESA National Board of Directors. We have Minol Shamreen over in Austin, Texas. And we have Ellen Mann joining us from, is BC, right?
Yeah,
Canada.
I'm on Vancouver Island.
I knew it. I'm like, Vancouver Island, that's right. Joining us from there. And they will be asking one of our candidates, Joké, few questions to kind of help us get to know her, help us make our decisions when we vote. And I'm going to hand it over to you ladies.
So, Joké, why do you want to serve on the RESA National Board of Directors?
I've been, part of RESA for 5 years since I came into the industry, and I am just looking to learn a little bit more about the core policies that RESA has and all the things that they offer the members so I can be a part of, I know there's a lot of room for improvement for everything that we all do and see how I can, lend my own voice to that and be a part of continuing to provide those meaningful resources to help advance, our businesses and our industry as a whole.
What skill set do you think you bring to the table for that?
I've had an extensive background in real estate. I had a broker's license in the state of Washington for about 11 years before I went into home staging. And I was a senior agent at Redfin with my own team of associate agents and, coordinators, just be in that leadership role, as well as I was part of the Diversity Council at Redfin, working with, bringing out policies for inclusion and diversity in the workplace, and just in relation to employee and leadership, kind of bridging the gap because there's so much outside of ourselves and we all have diverse backgrounds. And the Seattle area is actually like a melting pot of, diversity, which I love and enjoy. And myself coming from a totally different background and just learning new backgrounds and different things, I think it's crucial for everyone to also get outside of ourselves and become a part of the bigger picture and learn about the different things that may not necessarily be what we're used to. I read a book which really gave me a lot of insight into that. I don't know if anyone is familiar, it's Kiss, Bow, Shake Hands. I can't remember the name of the author, and it was just so insightful about how one thing in one culture can mean a totally different thing in a different culture. For example, giving a bouquet of flowers to somebody, it's always a good gesture and it's beautiful, it's pretty, but in a different culture, it signifies death because you have cut the flower off from its live blood. And now it's about to die, and you're handing me this thing that's going to die in a few days. So it was just an aha moment for me to learn those kind of things. And me coming from my own culture, where if you give me a gift, in America, you're looking at me and waiting for me to open the gift so you can see my reaction. In Nigeria, if you do that, it's like, why are you so greedy? Get to your house, go home before you open the thing, and then you can call and say thank you. So I'm not saying that everybody needs to learn about all the different cultures because there are so many, but just being aware and being conscious. And I think there's room for a lot of that we can all partake in, and creating room for everyone at the table as well.
I love that perspective. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you've been in the staging industry for almost 5 years now, and
5 years.
So far of what you've seen, what do you think is the impact that RESA has had on the staging industry, RESA as an association, on the industry? And what do you think are, how can you support that impact? Yeah.
Okay. I see a lot of efforts in the direction of just elevating, our industry and what we do. We always say that home staging is a new industry. It's 50 years old. I don't know if you can call that new. I don't know what we're comparing it to, but it's been a long time. And I think that RESA is making massive effort at educating the public and not just our clients, agents, but in general, what this is. And thank God for, the exposure with HDTV. People know what staging is, but we still have a lot of work to do in the education and advancing that, not just for the public, but for our own people, so that they can go and be good ambassadors and representatives of, RESA. I also like that RESA is creating a collaborative environment for, peers, more than, competition. It's collaboration is encouraged, and I love that. I came in, like I said, when I started, it was so welcoming for me to join RESA and join Stage It Forward. I've had a lot of wonderful experience with the different, people that I look up to as mentors in the industry, just holding me literally by the hand when I went for the home buying wholesale class with Michelle and Todd, who were like the big brother and the big sister I didn't know that I wanted. And so that for me has been a blessing, and I like paying it forward. And that's why I am very passionate about helping anyone who needs my help. My phone number is out there. People call me all the time, and they know they will get honest and, answers that they can actually use. So that's how I contribute to the vision and mission of collaboration and education.
So if you're elected to the board, do you act as an advocate for RESA? Have you done anything in the past to sort of forward that initiative?
Well, in little ways, I have, like, even somebody reaches out to me and they want to stage and I'm not able to stage in that area, I direct them to, if not a person that belongs to RESA, but to the RESA website where they can actually find true professionals. And I emphasize that if you're looking to work with a professional, go to the RESA directly and you'll find a lot of options there. So that's one way. Another way is that I belong to I'm an affiliate member of the National Association of Realtors, and I do attend, I'm part of the affiliate council as well. And I do attend the meetings, and we sponsor events at NAR. I actually was having a conversation at a meeting like a couple of weeks ago with an agent. No, not what with the agent, what one of the, I can't remember what her role is at the local NAR. And I brought up RESA because I was trying to do the CE education for agents. That's one of the things that I would like to do. And she was like, I'd never heard of RESA. I'm like, what do you mean you've never heard of RESA? Gather here, everybody come here. So they came, and I was like, RESA is like NAR for real estate, for stagers, and we have our own code of ethics. And they were like bewildered, like, we didn't know about this. I'm like, how do you not know about this? So there's so much that we can do to get the word out there about what we do, who we are, collaborate more with all the other associations in the industry, not just, staging.
So with your background as having worked in a brokerage, how do you see yourself leveraging that to help RESA gain visibility?
I think that I have a very good relationship with agents in my area and with the affiliate council. And I think that we can leverage that in, getting our foot in the door in any, in at least in starting from my own market and then taking it to, the next level. I believe that just having the knowledge of how things work in the real estate world, how to collaborate with agents and all of those things, they are very useful tools in, even if it's just passing it on to the new generation of home stagers so that they can have a faster, so to speak, track to success.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, with your connection or affiliation towards NAR, and how you just related the story about Gather Here, I'll tell you about RESA. That's awesome. But so you've known the staging industry a little bit. You've had the real estate background. What do you think of the future of home staging as an industry in general? And also, where do you see RESA fit into that picture, and how much of impact does that have? Just your general ideas about where you think home staging industry is going and where RESA fits in.
Okay. I'll try to remember all of the questions.
No.
If I need you to repeat yourself, I will ask you. I'm like 51 years old. I don't remember what I just ate, so I'm gonna try
No, you're good.
to stay on track. The future of RESA and just staging in general, I see a bright future. Going to RESACon this year was so wonderful to see how far we've come, and leveraging technology, combining it with our creativity, and impacting real estate. Because when we stage, we're not just impacting the lives of the buyer, the seller, who can then move on to their next chapter. We're also a very, very big part of how things play out in the real estate market. I think we forget that part of what the big picture of what we're actually doing, what this industry. And I think that it's only going to get so much better with technology. I see people using AI in their business, ChatGPT, all of those things that we can leverage. And the new generation of smarter, people who are coming in. I see all the young people, and I'm just so impressed by what they're doing. And I'm looking forward to how we can all leverage that together for the future. And RESA can take advantage of this by collaborating more, like I said, with people in the industry, with technology, and they're wonderful at that. But there's so much more out there that we can do as long as we continue to innovate and open to learning new things.
Perfect. Yeah.
So when you volunteer on a board, you have to be pretty passionate about what the board represents and exemplifies. Do you have a personal story that you can share with us that might show your dedication to RESA's mission?
I think, I can, I'm trying to think here, I'm drawing a blank, but on a very regular basis, I have like newer real estate stagers who reach out to me with any kind of problem that they're going through. They know I will pick up my phone or call them back, and I'll give them insight on how to deal with a specific situation. Or I have a number of them. So, that would be my one story, because I love community. I love to see other people grow, especially women. And if they can learn from, I've been a serial entrepreneur for a long time. I've had a lot of failed businesses, which I have, brought lessons from. And I have a number of thriving businesses too. So I know a thing or two about building something from the scratch. And that's actually, I feel like my wheelhouse, my power, about give me a problem and I'll build a solution and I'll build something out of it, and I'm able to share that with other people. And I'm passionate about not just my own education, but the learning and development of other people. I hope that answers your question. I might be going on a few tangents.
It does. How does your passion sort of drive your commitment to the board's work?
Again, that passion of what RESA represents, of collaborating, education, those, directly align with mine of how I see where we're going and how we can get there, faster together and stronger together, as opposed to going alone.
I think that's a great answer. Having RESA's mission kind of match with your own personal mission really helps.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all your answers have been great. It's been great talking to you. So if you had to pick one sort of, what do you say, initiative that you would like to work on, as once you're on the board, and if you want to start something, one specific thing, what would it be?
I've been thinking about this a lot over the years, because a lot for the MLS Supra key box is a big deal. I feel like appraisers have access to the Supra. They have no inventory in the house, but they can get in the house, but we can't. There has to be something that we can do. Who do we need to call? Who do we need to lobby? Who do we need to, meet to talk about these things as affects? So I know when you talk about, that's why, how old the industry is come to play. Appraisers have been around for many, many years. They are known to be part of the real estate industry and services, but we are also providing services that are just as important, but we also have a layer of, we have more skin in the game, we have stuff in the house, so we should be able to get in there as just as the appraisers. So that is something that I'm looking forward to. I don't know how to start, but I think that we should start the conversation of how do we get access to whoever needs it. Not everybody needs it, not everybody wants it, but if we want to, we should be able to get in there. That's something that I would like to see happen sometime.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I think as far as I know, a couple of it depends on each city, I guess, and the board of realtors in that part of the city or town. And you could be an affiliate, I'm thinking, and then you get the Supra access as an affiliate, but again, that costs so much more to your already big overheads that you pile up having a staging business. So yeah, but something to streamline that would be a great initiative. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a conversation I've had locally already, and hoping that you can get us some traction there, because I agree with you. It's having to have a realtor present to let you into the house, and then having to arrange around them allowing you access to destage. It would sure be nice if we could just go do it on our own.
Absolutely.
Anything else you would like to add, Joké?
No, I just want to, I am just, very grateful to be a part of such an organization that, collaborates, and everyone is so ready to help. I got a call, and a message from Patricia Marie Kelly, who went before me yesterday. She was just cheering me on and, giving me good vibes. And so that was so wonderful to see. I was watching Tori and all her dedication and passion, and Leah and I think that all of the candidates, any one of us will make, the best, use of that position. So anyone who wins is going to be the best. Thank you for the opportunity.
It was great talking to you.
You too.
And good luck.
Manisha. Thanks.
All right. I don't see anything in the Q&A, so we can go ahead and wrap up. And I just want to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Minol and Ellen, for helping us take over and take charge. And definitely Joké for letting us get to know you a little bit more and ask you all these questions. The voting will be open October 23rd through November 1st. So you can look out in your emails. We'll be sending the links. We will include the replays for all the Meet the Candidates. That way everyone can make their informed decision and get their voice heard. It's very important to the association, the stagers, everybody involved, and it helps make a difference. It definitely does. So again, thank you very much. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Thank you, ladies.
Joanna.
Bye.
Have a lovely
Bye.
day.
Have a great
Bye.
day. Take care.